lion was born without a drop of nobility in his blood.
Hi, Lin-Manuel, how are you? Long time no see. Has been a great year for you. We're talking here about this wonderful movie, Mufasa. The wonderful movie. Tell me what meaning and significance the original story of The Lion King has in you, and what did you feel when they invited you to collaborate in this one?
Oh, sure. I mean, I remember seeing the original on a half day of school when I was in 8th grade with my friends Dane Martinez and Claire Newman. And, it was just breathtaking. It was the way Disney took us to a part of the world we'd never been to in animation before. The way Lebo M's voice is the first thing you hear. It's just an unforgettable, great movie. I mean, we're still talking about that original 30 years later. So I was really thrilled when I heard Barry Jenkins was directing this movie, that it was a new story set in this world. And I was, when I read the script, I was really surprised by it. You think you know everything about Mufasa and Scar, and this story visits them at a much younger age and kind of upends all of our assumptions, which I thought was really exciting to write about and really musical. So I was very thrilled to be invited to write songs for it.
Mm-hmm. So now that you mentioned the director, Barry Jenkins, how did he help you when it came to the time to sit down and create these wonderful songs for the movie?
Yeah, we had a very open process. I am not a precious songwriter. I'm not one of those people who's just like, here's my song, make it work, I'll see you at the premiere. I would send Barry, we would have conversations about what the song needed to do, and then I would send him songs just when I'd started and had enough that I felt good about. So for a song like I Always Wanted a Brother, for instance, I remember emailing him just the first verse and chorus and saying, am I on the right track with what you're envisioning? And he would send back notes on what I'd written, and then also thoughts on where the song could go now that it began to exist.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's one of my favorite songs of the movie. So when it came time to create these songs, I'm assuming it's hard. I mean, there's so many expectations. It's a Disney movie. So what was the biggest challenge for you?
Yeah, the challenge was not so much the expectations, mainly because I think that might have been the case if there was only the 1994 original and then this was the next piece. But there's been a lot of amazing Lion King music since then. There's the Broadway musical, which Lebo M and Mark Mancina worked with the genius Julie Taymor on. There's Beyonce's album, The Gift, which is songs inspired by The Lion King, which expanded the vocabulary of what a Lion King song could sound like. It really brought modern African sounds into the mix. So I just felt like I had space to play. And then my job within that space was to really honor the moments of the script where music carries the ball, where emotion heightens.
I know you have two big fans at home, your sons. What did they think about you working on this film?
It's it's one of the weirder things in life is that daddy working on Disney songs is totally normal to them. They watched me singing to myself all through COVID while I was writing Encanto, and singing We Don't Talk About Bruno alone in my office. I have an open door policy in my house. There's no, they come in and out as they please while daddy is banging on the piano. So it was very normal for them, actually, but I know they don't know it, but they're my test case. I remember once seeing my chiquiting getting dressed for school and hearing him go, I always wanted a brother. And when I heard him humming it to himself, I knew I had written a catchy song.